up, AML family? Welcome back to the channel. We out there, you know where we at, in the middle of the black hole, Kensington, the Badlands. And today I got a very special, nice young lady that I ran into. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hey, what's up?
What's your name?
Champagne.
Champagne. Okay, that's a unique name. How old are you, Champagne?
However you want me to be. How old you want me to be?
Well, you look like you like 21.
Oh, thanks. I'm older.
Where are you originally from?
We don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about where you from?
All over.
All over?
Everywhere.
Okay, so how do you end up in Kensington?
With my peoples, family, the streets.
Tell us, how do you end up in Kensington, love?
Hanging out with my friends.
Hanging out with your friends?
Trying to get that good stuff.
What's the good stuff?
Dope.
Dope. How long have you been using dope?
Forever.
Do you remember when you started? The day?
I like it. Now I see what the hype's about.
Do you remember the day when you first started using dope?
No, I don't, but I like it, you know. There's programs to go on if you want to get clean and stuff.
Right. So how were you introduced to dope?
I don't even know. I like it though.
Do you remember the first time you tried it? How did it make you feel?
Good. I want some right now.
you want some right now?
That's so hard.
How does it make you feel when you use it? What type of feeling do you get?
As long as you get it from a good drug dealer, you're straight. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have good people around me.
Right.
All day, every day.
Well, so tell us a little bit about your childhood growing up.
I like everybody. My parents were strict, but you know, we still love them. But listen, babe, you can find me on Torresdale, anywhere.
So, do you grow up with your mom and dad?
I ran away from home.
How old was you?
I don't even know.
So
but you know, shoes is real.
Kensington is definitely
I love
dangerous.
everybody. Free the real ones. Everywhere. Free the real ones.
Free the real ones.
I'm all over.
Free the real ones.
Live in Miami, California. Music videos and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Google me.
Music videos, Champagne.
Yeah,
YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'ma definitely give you a shout out so you know.
From New York, Philly, all over. They want to sign Philadelphia artists. Get your mixtapes ready.
So what are you, like a rapper?
No.
What are you?
An entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. What are some of your skills that you have?
Everything.
Wow.
I dropped out of high school though. My boyfriend came out of jail, so you know, stay in school, kids.
Stay in school. That's right.
Get that GED.
Absolutely.
Education.
Gotcha. That's what it's all about. The kids, right?
Take it.
That's enough for you. You don't want to do it no more, love?
So they call me Tony. The story is, you know, just like, you know, a lot of us down here, we had problems. So it started from the beginning, like most of us down here. You know, a lot of us grow up in, you know, dysfunctional homes where, you know, drugs was just, you know, regular. Next thing you know, this shit is real out here. Like, they don't understand that it is an addiction and we're fucking sick people. But at the same time, a lot of us still do have morals and value. Just because I'm killing myself slowly doesn't mean I'm going to come out and, you know, and inflict my sorrow on regular people. You know, like, you see how it's all dirty like this and this and that. I'm not one of them people. I always clean up. I'm the dude that you see in the morning with a fucking broom sweeping this shit up because I don't like to see the kids having to come and see all this shit. That's where a lot of us in addiction are wrong. You know what I mean? But see, once again, I'm not one of them dudes say, oh, look at how fucking dirty they leave it in this net. And I say to them, yo, motherfucker, don't go talking shit about how it's all dirty and that unless you got a broom in your fucking hand cleaning it up. Okay, so you're not going to fucking say shit and then not do anything about it. Because that's just, you're just dead wrong yourself too. So, but like now from the beginning with me, how drugs ended up, like I said, it was in my family. I had a problem with low self-esteem, whatnot, and I always looking to fit in, and that's where it took me. You know what I mean? One thing led to another. It started off drinking beer, smoking a little pot, and then the next thing you know, here comes the peer pressure where you're at the party with the older kids and you see the cocaine and then you say, take a bump. Once you hit that first line, it's a wrap now, because you started off in the beginning with the beer and the weed and all of that shit's cool, you know what I mean? That shit ain't gonna hurt you, and we're always scared about the hard drugs, the cocaine, what you got. But now, once you got that first line in, you're like, wow. Then the next thing you know, it's just progression. You know what I mean? It just progresses and progresses. Like, I was on heroin. The very first time I tried heroin was 23 years old. So from 23 to 36, I had a somewhat functional, you know. So now, when it's from sniffing it, I still was able to, you know, work every day. I started a little business, blah, 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 blah. Then one thing led to another. Now, it's another thing too. I had no coping skills, no other type of skills other than to run to the drug to forget about whatever was going on in regular life. So, getting back to it now, one thing led to another. I got kids. I'm living up in South Font with my old lady, blah, 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 blah. We get into a fight about regular shit, family shit, cooking and clean the house, shit like that. Oh, you just want to keep me barefoot and pregnant, you just want me to clean, da, da, da. And we weren't compatible. We didn't know how to work as a team, whatnot. So we always fought about house stuff, you know what I mean? And once again, like I said, I didn't know where to go, what to do, so I ran down the way to suppress it. This is what I'm figuring out now. But anyway, so now, where was I getting at? So now I meet this other girl, and she puts the needle in my neck. So now, from sniffing it to shooting it, is that where you were getting at? Now, that's just where the difference is. This is where the difference is. Like I said, I sniffed heroin for a long time, and so was able to maintain a somewhat functional thing until the needle came into play. Once the needle came into play, it just seemed like all the best work. I didn't understand why, but it was just like a whole nother high on itself. And there's the other thing too. It's not just getting high that's part of the addiction. Craziness, that's a high in itself. Just like for people who go boosty, the high just going there. You know what I mean? When we're talking about drugs. So now it was just the ritual of, you know, the needle, loading it, finding somewhere to go, fixing it up, drawing it up, seeing the blood, see what I'm saying? It's a ritual part of it too, so it's not just doing the drugs. It's going to get the drugs, how you going to get the drugs, there's a lot to it. So that's pretty much how I jumped into it. Now this is the new thing, and this is, the fentanyl had jumped in the scene for me. It's been about maybe 1 year or 2 years now. And the reason why the fentanyl is so much more progressive and so why everybody likes it so more is because of the hit. Bam, it just hits you. Fentanyl gives you such a rush that it's like, it's undescribable. But at the same time too, some people have I call it allergic reactions to the fentanyl. And in the beginning stages for me, I had the same thing. I'm sure you guys seen it on the fucking video where I'm there fucking doing 1,000 push-ups and pumping poles, taking off my clothes, and I don't even fucking know I'm doing it. So that's the beginning of the fentanyl. But the reason why everybody likes fentanyl is because of the heavy rush. Now there's the downside to it too. Since it has such a kick, it has such a come down too. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't last long either. So that's pretty much my story, and there is a better way. There's a way out. You just got to, like Nike, do it, I guess.
Quiet's driving me insane. Silence rattles in